Welcome back to Textiles and Treasures. Today I'm going to share more of the fun fall, Halloween, and Thanksgiving finds I've picked up at yard sales, estate sales, the flea market, rummage sales, and of course, thrift stores. I've managed to find all of these festive fall items in the past month or so, and I'm really excited to show you what I found. Let's get started. Let's start off with some festive figurines. As you can see here, I managed to find this really adorable ghost jumping out of a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I was super excited to find this ceramic figurine in the thrift store because I hadn't seen a whole lot of items like this. When it comes to Halloween decorations, I look for cute items, things that really make me smile when I see them, and this definitely fits the bill. As you can see here on the bottom, this figurine was made in Taiwan. I paid $1 for this ghost and pumpkin at Goodwill. Speaking of ghosts and pumpkins, I was super excited to come across this ghost and pumpkin tea light holder. As you can see here, this ghost is rising above the pumpkin and there is space to put a tea light inside. We've got some nice fall harvest decorations around the bottom and I just absolutely love this tea light holder. As you can see, this tea light holder was made by Party Light, and when I found it I was super excited because I actually have a set of 3 of these ghosts and pumpkins that I picked up earlier this year. I shared this other tea light holder in my Halloween thrifted finds video. You can find a link to that in the description below. As you can see here, there's a little paint loss from when I washed this tea light holder. I was a little surprised because I didn't have that problem with the other one, but clearly they cold painted this rather than glazing on top of it. I found this tea light holder at a churchyard sale as part of a group price, so I probably paid something like 50 cents for it. Speaking of candles, I was happy to find this votive holder at the flea market. This was actually being sold by one of the paper vendors there who sometimes has a few glass items here and there. I was on the lookout for some sort of cat Halloween item in order to have a little more variety than just pumpkins, and I love that this is the black cat along the white fence. This is actually really pretty when it's lit up, and it was absolutely worth paying 50 cents. This votive holder was made by the Yankee Candle Company. At the same churchyard sale I mentioned a moment ago, I found this pair of tea light holders. Once again, this fits the bill with the cute cat, the cute Halloween cat, and you also see a witch flying around the moon on her broomstick. I was super excited to find these because I hadn't been finding that many Halloween items that weren't pumpkins, and I wanted a couple of small items to decorate with. Like I said, I got these as part of a group price, and I probably paid a quarter or 50 cents for them, maybe even less. I had been on the lookout for some sort of ghost tea light holder for Halloween, and so when I found this at the thrift store, I was super excited, especially because it only cost 50 cents. As you can see here, he's got a little bat cutout in the middle here, and there's a jack-o'-lantern at the bottom. You just slide a tea light in the back and he lights up and looks very festive. When I got this, it had a sticker on the bottom that said that it was made by Hallmark. I also found this black witch's hat tea light holder. I liked that there was a nice moon cutout in the middle, and I liked that it had some orange and yellow on it in order to celebrate the fall season. I thought this was really cute and gave some variety to my little tea light collection, and so I was happy to pick this up for $1 at Goodwill. When I spotted this adorable tea light holder at Savers, I had to have it. It didn't have a sticker on it, but I ended up paying $1.99 for it. I loved the kind of little bit sinister looking pumpkins and the kind of scary looking tree trunk that we have over the pumpkins. What's neat about this tea light holder is that when you use an actual tea light rather than one of those battery operated ones, the light comes up through his mouth. So that gives it a nice little sinister look for Halloween. I feel like it's got that cute Halloween vibe, but a little bit of the little more sinister, little darker Halloween side. Definitely worth picking up. One of my favorite finds yet. Another fun Halloween piece is this jack-o'-lantern sitting on top of a cauldron that is bubbling over. I liked that this had a pumpkin and that we have the green and purple, which are often colors that we see at Halloween. This little piece is actually a trinket dish, and it came with a tiny little pumpkin stuffed inside. Absolutely adorable and totally worth 50 cents at the local thrift store. I was super excited to come across this black cat ceramic piece at Goodwill for only $1. As you can see here, this is a little frightened cat that has his tail up. I think he's a little stressed out. This is signed Walnut Ridge Collectibles on the bottom, $19.99. When I did a little research on this piece, I found that the original creator had been selling off her own pieces in this collection, and she sold this cat for $30. $1 was definitely a good price. Another fun piece that I picked up at the thrift store is this haunted house. As you can see, there's a ghost popping popping out of the door. There's some cats and bats jumping in front of the windows, and it is just a really fun piece for Halloween. As you can see, it came with the light attached on the bottom, and this little tag here says that it was made in Taiwan. I was really happy that they were selling this at Goodwill for just $1. I really like this haunted house, and I think it's really fun to add to the collection. As usual, I can't resist picking up a few festive pieces of glass. I found this really interesting green owl at Goodwill for $2. This is probably a paperweight, and it just fits the Halloween vibe with the green color. It goes well with the rest of my colorful Halloween glass. I also found a stained glass pumpkin at the flea market for just $1. I liked this one because it's got the little wires through here in order to kind of give you that illusion of some ridges. At the top, there's a little green pop of color so that it has a little more visual interest, and it looks great hanging in the window above the rest of my Halloween collection. As you probably know, I love looking out for vintage glassware, and of course I picked up a few pieces that fit the fall vibe. One of the pieces I found is this tiny little oven-served casserole that has a nice floral design in it. I could not resist this casserole because the color is so seasonally appropriate. On the back, it says guaranteed oven serve USA. I have another one of these in blue that I picked up a little bit before. I found this at the flea market as part of a price for a whole bunch of items, so I probably paid something like 50 cents for it. I also found this really cute glass bowl decorated with lots of different turkeys. As you can see, there are lots of turkeys going around this dish, and they've all got different colors on their crests. This bowl is made by Libby, and it matches the leaf ones that I picked up earlier, which you can see in my Halloween thrifted finds video. I was really excited to find this, and I got it for half off at Goodwill, so I paid 50 cents for it. At a yard sale I went to recently, I spotted this witch hanging out of a pumpkin little dish and definitely had to pick it up. This yard sale was selling items for $5 to fill a bag, and I got a lot of great stuff in that particular bag. This fit right in the bag, and I decided it was worth getting. This is a more recent piece, but I just felt like I needed a little something to put some candy on or put some treats on, and I liked the witch. I thought she was really cute. At that same yard sale, I also picked up this turkey dish. This is also a more modern piece, probably made in China, but I really liked the colors on it, and I just thought it would be perfect for fall and Thanksgiving. Like I said, I got this as part of a $5 fill-a-bag offer, and so I definitely got this as well. I was super excited to pick up these two Fire King Summerfield custard cups that I found at Goodwill for $1 a piece. I was super excited to find these two custard cups because I'd been on the lookout for something with the Summerfield pattern. Even though it's called Summerfield, I feel like the colors on this are very Halloween appropriate, so I have them out with my fall Pyrex display. I recently showed off my fall Pyrex display in another video, so find that link in the description. Speaking of Pyrex, I've recently picked up a few more pieces that fit this fall vibe. One of them is this sandalwood 441. I found this sandalwood 441 at the flea market, and I paid $2.50 for it. I had never seen this pattern out and about, and I'm excited to find it because it's apparently a pattern that wasn't put out for very long. However, with these sandalwood colored fall leaves, it is absolutely perfect for my fall Pyrex display. I was also happy to find this pumpkin orange colored Autumn Harvest 441 at a yard sale. I have two other Autumn Harvest pieces, but they're in the rust color. This one has a nice orange tone, which is perfect for the fall season. I found this at a local yard sale with a bunch of other glassware, and I probably paid something like $2 for it. I also found this woodland 441 at a yard sale. This is the tan woodland pattern, and I have a couple of other pieces in brown, so this is just a nice fall vibe to add to the collection. I paid $1.50 for this, which was a really great deal. I was really surprised when I came across these two Fiesta mugs at Savers. These were marked $1.99 for the pair, which is a really reasonable price at Savers. As you can see, one of these is a very orange color, and one of these is a yellow color. These totally give off the candy corn vibe, and they are perfect to add to my very small Fiestaware collection. These are perfect for drinking some apple cider out of during the season. While we're talking about kitchenware, I have to show you this really cool pumpkin oven mitt. Actually, I got 2 of them. When I spotted these at Goodwill for $1 a piece, I had to have them. I just love the design. It's very festive, very seasonally appropriate, perfect for the entire fall season, and these were made by Williams-Sonoma. I've already gotten plenty of use out of these. I also found this ghost oven mitt at that yard sale where I paid $5 to fill a bag. I definitely slid this right into the bag and it helped to protect some of the glassware. As you can see on the back, it says boo, and I just love the face on this oven mitt. I don't know how practical it is to actually take things out of the oven because the hands are a little awkward, but it is definitely fun to play with as I'm learning as I record this video. How cute is this oven mitt? At that same yard sale, I found 2 sets of Halloween hand towels. I found this orange set with bats on it. So cute, so fun, so vibrant. And I found this other set of black towels with a ghost and a pumpkin. You know how I feel about my cute ghosts and cute pumpkins. So I definitely slid these right in my bag, and they were perfect to protect some of the glassware that was in there as well. I also picked up this tiny little plush pumpkin at that same yard sale. At Goodwill, I found a bag of Halloween cookie cutters. As you can see, I paid $1 for them. This bag had some super cute cookie cutters, like this witch flying on a broomstick, this smiling jack-o'-lantern, this tiny little ghost cookie cutter, a little bat cookie cutter, and quite a few other tiny little pieces. Super fun. Switching gears a little bit, I found this really cute pumpkin that has a little squeak toy that comes out of it. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have noticed this little pumpkin except that I watched a YouTube video where someone had this, so I had to get it as well. That's the power of persuasion. I paid $1 for this little pumpkin at Goodwill. The people who held the yard sale where I got the Autumn Harvest Pyrex put a lot of items for free after it was done. So that's where I got this medium-sized plastic pumpkin. I don't have much information about this pumpkin at all, but it fits perfectly in a stack of pumpkin plastic buckets that I have going on my display. As I mentioned earlier, I love cute Halloween and Thanksgiving items, so that's what I'm going to show you a little more of right now. In the past couple of weeks, I have managed to find a lot of adorable plush. It started out with this ghost Beanie Baby. I thought this was absolutely adorable, and of course I had to get it because it fits the Halloween vibe. This plush is called Spooky, and he is totally perfect for Halloween. I also picked up this tiny little plush ghost with a little pumpkin belly after that yard sale I mentioned a little bit ago. This was one of the items that they didn't sell during the yard sale that was just available for free. Couldn't resist it, it's so cute. You really never know what you're going to find at church rummage sales, and it's a really great way to find holiday decorations for a really low price. I was super excited to see a couple of turkey plush at one of the rummage sales I went to a couple weeks ago. At this rummage sale, items are 50 cents a piece, so that's what I paid for this little turkey plush. I like that his crest is made of leaves, and he's just really fun. Fits perfectly in one of my fall displays. I also found his friend, this other plush turkey, at that same rummage sale. Could not resist picking him up as well. I like that all of these stuffed turkeys are a little bit different, so they help bring out that Thanksgiving vibe. It's not that easy to find Thanksgiving items to decorate with, at least not for me, so these were definitely a good find. At that same rummage sale, I also found this pumpkin decoration with a little leaf and a little bird at the top of the decoration. This is not something I would normally pay full price for, but for 50 cents, I couldn't resist. What I like about this pumpkin is that I can use it for fall and into Thanksgiving, so I don't have to put it away when Halloween is over. I found another turkey plush at Goodwill and could not resist. I love that he's got a little pilgrim vibe here with his hat, and he's got some really fun colors going on in his crest. He's similar to the one that I picked up earlier this year at an estate sale, and it was definitely worth $1. I like putting these out on random locations in the house so that you just get a little pop of the holiday spirit. I also found this plush ghost in the bins, and I could not resist. I just thought this was so adorable. The tag says that this ghost was made for Hallmark, and this weighs practically nothing, so it probably costs less less than 50 cents. I love having another cute ghost to display for Halloween. I found this cute bear hanging out with a pumpkin and I had to have it. I don't know about you guys, but I love simple teddy bears and I love that it has a cute little pumpkin at the top. This cost $1 at Goodwill and it fits perfectly in one of my displays. I also found this Halloween skeleton sock monkey at Goodwill for just $1 and I could not resist. I don't really have that many skeleton items for Halloween, but he was just so cute and perfectly colored and I had to have him as well. That same day, I found this Halloween-inspired Winnie the Pooh. As you can see here, he's got some purple bat wings and he's got a Happy Halloween pumpkin at the bottom. I love Winnie the Pooh and I was really excited to find this for just $2 at Goodwill. I have a lot of these plush hanging out on one of the chairs that I found while thrifting, and it's just a great way to have a little festive corner in the house. I found this set of 4 mini plushes at Savers for $1.99. They were all in a bag together. I decided to get the bag because I love these little pumpkin belly pieces. These are made by Ty and they're just so cute. This cat is called Catkin and this one is called Tricky. There were also these 2 little black cats hanging out inside. I've mentioned that I like finding black cats for Halloween, so these were no exception. I think these are absolutely adorable. I found this little pin with a cat jumping out of a pumpkin at a yard sale and it cost about 50 cents. I also picked up some Halloween Pez dispensers in a bag full of Pez dispensers at the flea market. These were in a bag with several other Pez dispensers for just $1. I used to collect Pez dispensers when I was younger and I just think they're so cute, so it was worth getting these. They are perfect to just add to some of the Halloween displays. Something I didn't expect to start picking up this season was these solar dancers. I got this first pumpkin solar dancer for free after that yard sale I mentioned. This was one of the things that didn't sell that was just laid out to take for free, so why not? But then when I got this in the window, I realized how fun they were, and so then I kept picking them up when I saw them. When I headed to Goodwill a couple of days later, there were a ton of these for sale. I ended up choosing just 2. I liked this kind of sinister looking pumpkin that dances with 2 other pumpkins. I love his little top hat, and so I thought this one was really fun. And then I also got this turkey solar dancer. I wanted to get something that was Thanksgiving inspired, and this was the best one that I found. I love that he's holding a pie. I didn't want to spend a ton of money on these, so I just got 2 for $1 each. Soon after that, I came across a bag of 3 solar dancers for $1.49 at Savers, which is a really great deal. As you can see, I have another one of this pumpkin wearing a little suit, and there's his little friend, a cute little witch here. She is very active, and then there's this really cute Frankenstein. Since I seem to be on a cat kick, I also found this cat solar dancer with a little laughing jack-o'-lantern at the bottom. This one isn't working so well, so I'm going to have to tweak it a little bit to see if it dances a little bit more, but it was worth getting for $1. It fits nicely with the rest of the characters. The last few items I'm going to show you, of course, are things that light up for Halloween. It's almost like you can't celebrate Halloween without having some sort of lights. I haven't managed to find any blow molds yet, but I did find one of these pumpkins on a candlestick. This is actually a larger pumpkin hanging out on top of a candlestick, and he glows nice deep orange for the holiday. I paid $1 for this at Goodwill. I have also picked up quite a few strings of festive holiday lights. I didn't even know these were a thing, but I found quite a few of them as I've continued to look. I found this set of pumpkin lights at an estate sale for just $1. As you can see here, it's got a nice cute jack-o'-lantern face, and these look great lit up for Halloween. At that same estate sale, I also found this set of skeleton lights that light up for the holiday. These aren't something I would normally buy. I don't really get into the skeletons for Halloween, but they are really fun when they are lit up. They glow a nice little orange color, and they're really, really fun and festive. Who can resist for just $1? I even found a strand of turkey lights at that same estate sale, also for just $1. I'm really looking to putting these up for Thanksgiving once I take down all of the Halloween lights. So cute. I also managed to find a string of ghost lights at a church thrift store that I recently discovered in the area. This set of lights cost $2. I got another set of these smiling jack-o'-lantern lights for free after that yard sale I mentioned. strand. These look like they've been in the sun for quite a while, so they're a little faded, but these will be perfect for replacing the ones in the other strand that I have if I need to. At one of the churchyard sales I went to, I found another strand of lights. These are some really fun pumpkin faces. I haven't put these up yet because they're not super secure on the strand of lights, but I definitely will find a use for them at some point. These were part of a group price and I probably paid about 50 cents for them. Last but not least, I got this really cool set of Halloween lights at Goodwill for $2. These are kind of like bells. They're metal bells and they look so lovely with the light shining out from the cutout. These are probably my favorite strand of lights because I really like the way that the light glows through them, but I actually love them all. I love using lights to celebrate for Halloween and Christmas and any holiday really, and so I was super excited to find so many to really celebrate the season and to light them up now that it gets dark a little bit earlier. Now that you've had a chance to see all of my more recent Halloween, fall, and Thanksgiving finds, I'd love to hear which items are your favorite. Be sure to check out my other Halloween thrifted finds video as well as my thrifted fall decor tour. Thanks again for stopping by my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. Have a good one. Goodbye.